Elisabeth Jakstadt, a beautiful woman from Germany, once lived a glamorous life as a model. At the age of 15, she was already walking the catwalk, gracing magazine covers, and even modeling swimwear for a famous brand in Brazil. Her life seemed perfect in the eyes of many. Popularity, beauty, and freedom appeared to be part of her world. However, who would have thought that fate would lead her down a different path, one filled with peace and true meaning in life? Elisabeth's spiritual journey began when she visited Egypt for a vacation. She enjoyed the beauty of the land of the pyramids, wandered through bazaars, tasted local delicacies, and admired the exotic Middle Eastern culture. However, a small incident changed her entire perspective on life. While shopping at a bazaar with a group of tourists, Elisabeth noticed a Muslim shopkeeper who suddenly closed his store right in front of them. It was Friday. At that time, Elisabeth still had a materialistic mindset and felt surprised and somewhat annoyed. To her, it was a golden opportunity for the shopkeeper to make a big profit since the tourists were ready to spend a lot of money. How foolish this man is, Elisabeth thought. Why would he close his shop and turn down our money? Her curiosity pushed her to ask the shopkeeper directly. The answer she received was simple, yet it struck her deeply. "I am a Muslim, and it is my duty to perform the Friday prayer," the man replied calmly. Elisabeth was speechless. She never expected someone to willingly give up worldly profit just to fulfill a religious obligation. From that moment, her mind became filled with deep questions. What is the true purpose of life? Why is this man so steadfast in his faith? What makes this religion so strong? Curious about Islam, Elisabeth began exploring its teachings. She purchased a translation of the Quran and started reading it. Initially, she was merely seeking knowledge, but the deeper she read, the more captivated she became. When she reached the middle of Surah al-Baqarah, Elisabeth experienced something she had never felt before, an overwhelming sense of peace. She found answers to many of the questions that had long troubled her mind. "I felt as if the Quran was speaking directly to me. I cried as I realized how empty my life had been all this time. I had everything, beauty, a career, money, but there was still a void that couldn't be filled. And when I read the Quran, I discovered the true meaning of life," she recalled. With full conviction, Elisabeth finally recited the Shahada, officially embracing Islam and choosing it as her path in life. However, her journey of transformation was not easy. Her decision to convert to Islam brought numerous challenges and hardships. Elisabeth decided to wear the hijab as an act of obedience to Allah. Unfortunately, this decision cost her her job. Once respected as a teacher, she was suddenly fired solely for wearing the hijab. They even offered me double my salary if I agreed to remove my hijab. But I refused. I couldn't betray my faith, and because of that, I was fired and expelled, she recalled, her eyes welling with tears. Elisabeth's life changed drastically. From being a model with many fans, she had to face a life filled with challenges. Not only did she lose her job, but she also lost her place to stay. However, she remained resilient and was confident that Allah would open a way for her. In the midst of her hardship, Elisabeth met a man who was intrigued by her conversion story. He offered his help and connected her with an acquaintance in Egypt. It seemed as if it was destined as Elisabeth returned to Egypt, the country where her journey to Islam had begun. There she found a place to live and a supportive Muslim community. Now Elisabeth has settled in Egypt and lives as a devout Muslimah. The story of Elisabeth Jakstadt is a testament that guidance can come from anywhere, even from unexpected small events. From a model living in a glamorous world, she found peace in Islam. Elisabeth chose to lose wealth and worldly comforts in order to preserve her faith. However, she gained something far more valuable: peace of mind, conviction, and true happiness. "I may have lost my job and my home, but I found something far more precious: Islam, and that is the greatest gift of my life," she said gratefully. Elisabeth's journey reminds us that in every trial, there is unexpected help from Allah. And for those who seek the truth with a sincere heart, Allah will surely guide them to His path.
أشهد
أشهد
أن لا
أن لا
إله
إله
Los Angeles, often abbreviated as LA, is not only known as the entertainment capital of the world, with Hollywood as the symbol of its glamorous film industry. Behind its global popularity as a renowned city, there is also a rapidly growing community that brings a new dimension to the local social life, namely the Muslim community. The presence of Islam in LA is not only seen as a minority religion, but also as an important part of the diversity that shapes the face of this city. Initially, Islam in Los Angeles was known only by a small group of immigrants from the Middle East, Africa, and South Asia. They came with hopes of a better life and brought their religious teachings with them. At that time, the Muslim population in LA was still limited, and religious facilities like mosques were very scarce. Over time, the Muslim population in LA began to grow rapidly. The continuous waves of immigration, along with the increasing interest among Native Americans to embrace Islam, expanded this community. Many people in Los Angeles became interested in Islam, either through direct interaction with the Muslim community or by gaining knowledge from literature or lectures that highlighted the peace found in Islamic teachings. As a result of the growth in the Muslim population, mosques began to emerge in various corners of the city. One of the largest and most well-known mosques is the Islamic Center of Southern California, ICSC, which not only serves as a place of worship, but also as a center for Islamic, social, and educational activities. ICSC provides a space for Muslims from diverse backgrounds to gather and interact with one another. In addition to ICSC, there is also Bilal Mosque, which is one of the oldest mosques in LA. This mosque was founded by the African-American Muslim community in the 1950s and has a long history in the civil rights struggle. Bilal Mosque continues to play a crucial role as a religious center and gathering place for Muslims in Los Angeles. In addition to mosques, other religious facilities, such as Islamic schools and halal restaurants, have also become more prevalent. Islamic schools in LA have grown rapidly, offering religious education to Muslim children, while also providing general education that meets local academic standards. Meanwhile, halal restaurants serving a variety of Middle Eastern and South Asian dishes are now increasingly easy to find. Even some fast food restaurants have started offering halal menus, indicating that the demand for halal food is being more recognized in this major city. As the Muslim population in LA continues to grow, the influence of Islamic culture is becoming more evident in daily life. Islamic holidays such as Ramadan and Eid al-Fitr are now more widely recognized and respected by the broader community. Community events that introduce Islamic culture and traditions to non-Muslims are increasingly being held, fostering greater understanding and promoting tolerance among different religious groups. Additionally, the Muslim community in LA is becoming more visible in the worlds of art, business, and politics. Many Muslim professionals have achieved success in various fields, including fashion and the arts. In the fashion industry, for example, Muslim designers are gaining recognition in LA for introducing the concept of modest fashion, stylish and modern, while still adhering to Islamic principles. Modest fashion has now become a trend in the city, attracting interest not only from the Muslim community, but also from the general public. One of the most fascinating phenomena in the development of Islam in LA is the surge in the number of converts, Native Americans who choose to embrace Islam. Many people become interested in Islam after studying its teachings, whether through lectures, reading materials, or interactions with the warm and welcoming Muslim community. The spiritual aspect is one of the main reasons many individuals are drawn to Islam, as they find peace, a clear sense of purpose in life, and strong moral guidance within its teachings. Several former celebrities and famous athletes have also embraced Islam, further strengthening the religion's appeal among the people of Los Angeles. Social media has also played a crucial role in spreading information about Islam, making more people curious and eager to learn about the religion on a deeper level. Mosques in Los Angeles now offer special programs to help converts understand Islamic teachings, such as introductory Islam classes, spiritual guidance, and supportive communities that assist them in adapting to their new lives. Some converts are even inspired to become preachers and activists, spreading awareness of Islam to a wider audience. Additionally, with the growing influence of social media and digital platforms, more people are learning about Islam through educational content that presents its teachings in an open and honest manner. Discussions about Islam are now increasingly found in online forums, podcasts, and YouTube channels, expanding the reach of information about the religion to a broader audience. Although the Muslim community in Los Angeles has grown rapidly, they still face challenges. Islamophobia and negative stereotypes about Muslims remain major issues. Some mosques have been targeted by vandalism, and some Muslims have experienced discrimination in workplaces or schools. However, the Muslim community in LA has not remained silent. They are becoming more active in civil rights advocacy and working to ensure that their voices are heard. Organizations like CAIR, Council on American Islamic Relations, play a crucial role in defending the rights of Muslims and combating discrimination. Additionally, many Muslims are actively involved in politics, advocating for fairer and more inclusive policies while striving to build better relationships with non-Muslim communities through interfaith dialogue and social cooperation. Looking ahead, Islam is expected to become even more accepted as part of the city's diversity. With increasing positive interactions between Muslims and non-Muslims, tolerance and understanding are hoped to continue growing, making Los Angeles a model city for harmony and diversity. Islam has now become an integral part of social and cultural life in Los Angeles. With the growing number of mosques, Islamic schools, halal restaurants, and an increasing number of converts, the Muslim community in LA continues to contribute to shaping the dynamic face of the city. Despite challenges, the dedication and spirit of the Muslim community in upholding Islamic values and engaging with the broader society demonstrate that the future of Islam in Los Angeles is very promising. The city's diversity further enriches its local culture and serves as an important example of how different communities can coexist in harmony.